right, welcome back. 2024 NFL Mock Draft Simulator. This is your host, Trey Dauber. All this stuff, VendettaSportsMedia.com. Go check it out. Go find it. You're not going to find better draft stuff. Look, not to toot my own horn, but you can fact check me on all this shit. You as the fan should evaluate the evaluator. I go and challenge you to find a better evaluator. Anyway, I'm actually excited to do this one. Vikings are on the clock. This is maybe a hot take for me. Maybe it's not. We'll see. Crazier things have happened, like Tampa Bay winning the division last year. I think this team can win the division next year. We are no longer in Kirk Cousins jail. Woo! For the first time in a long time, the games in Minnesota actually matter. We're actually accomplishing something. We're actually doing something to where we're not the Marvin Lewis Cincinnati Bengals, and a first-round playoff exit is what we're striving for. Those days are over. Kirk Cousins jail, no more. We actually upgraded this team. Holy shit. We actually upgraded this team. Look, I don't begrudge Kirk Cousins for taking the money. God bless him. This guy, Kirk Cousins, he's made all the money in the world. He don't leave a fucking cent behind, though, I'll tell you that. Look at this Vikings team. We actually made some improvements. Van Ginkel, how good was he for Miami last year? We got Aaron Jones. Woo! We got Blake Cashman, Jonathan Grenard. We actually upgraded the fucking team for the first time in a long time. I'm just going to sit here and tell you this. Would I rather have Sam Darnold for nothing, or would I rather be in Kirk Cousins jail? That's a very obvious choice. Very obvious choice. I'd much rather be in the paid Sam Darnold nothing camp. As everyone continues to find this out the hard way. Said that correctly, I think. San Francisco's good for one reason. They have a good roster, and they're paying Purdy nothing. What happened with the Giants? As soon as they paid Daniel Jones, why would we want to be in that jail? I don't know. I really don't know. Look, we upgraded the team. We still have a ton of holes on defense. Ivan Pace wouldn't be on your team if I worked for another team. That's just a fact. He would have gotten drafted. And offensive line's okay. Receivers are fine. I'm not a huge Kwesi guy. Anybody that thinks N'Keal Harry belongs on an NFL roster, I'm just going to keep it moving. Here's the Vikings. Look, we know what the objective is. We got to get a quarterback, right? But we're doing it the right way. Hey, I don't need the guy that I picked to start right away. I don't even need to start him next year. I don't have to. We're going to take care of this guy. We're going to take care of him the right way. You ever noticed? Look, I'll be the first to admit I didn't love Jordan Love coming out. I wouldn't have picked him. But you got to give him credit for one thing. Patience, patience, patience. We'll sit Love. We'll sit him again. We'll sit him a third year. Maybe we'll sit him a fourth year. So important to do that. And these teams, you gotta throw them out there right away. Let them get their ass kicked. Okay. All right. Here's the thing with Minnesota. I think you call their bluff. You look at the picks they got, no second, no third. How you allow yourself to do that, especially of a team that doesn't have a quarterback, I don't know. But I think you have to call their bluff. You really want me to give up everything? Green Bay didn't give up everything to get Jordan Love. Just saying. I think you sit here at 11. If the Giants take him, the Giants take him. And they didn't. The Jets? The Jets did not just take him. Pause. Timeout. No, that's not happening. I'm sorry. That's just not happening. I've done how many of these teams now? I've done 20 of these simulators. That's never happened. Get the fuck out of here. Look, I have no problem restarting that one because everybody and their mother knows after the Zach Wilson disaster, they ain't taking McCarthy. Fuck that. Come on, man. again, it played out exactly how I thought it would. And I think that's how it will play out on draft day. Look. There's going to be some pressure for the Vikings to move up. I think you don't do it. The worst thing that the 49ers did was move up before the draft. There's no reason to. The truth of the matter is, if they sat there at 12, Mac Jones would have fell. And you know who got picked 12th in that draft? Micah Parsons. You know, the trade where they gave up 3 first-rounders for Trey Lance? No reason to do that. Make Arizona go pick Harrison. That's who they should pick. Probably. If you're just turning in the card, go make the Chargers take an offensive lineman. Go make the Giants take an offensive lineman. You know? Anyway, the Jets are not taking him. They're all in on Aaron Rodgers. And they might take a quarterback later. They're not doing that. There's no way. There he is. Now look. We're not taking that. We're going to turn the card in for McCarthy. I think it's the right. I think if McCarthy's there for the Vikings, they don't got to move. They just. You can scream at me all you want for restarting that one. The Jets are not picking him. Like, they will not pick him. I don't know who needs to hear that, but they're not picking him. This other stuff, you could see happening, right? That one's not going to happen. But everything else, anyway, I think McCarthy fits. We'll sit him for a year, maybe even sit him for 2 years. He's young. Look, he's got a good arm. He's athletic. Anybody that sits there and says, oh, we don't like the ceiling. Former 5-star. Really good arm. Athletic. Makes throws on third down. I think that's who they should pick. Now, if Drake May's there, sure. But seems like they'll probably end up with McCarthy. Yes. I don't have it next year's too. So I will. You know, I actually would rather have this Tampa pick, especially if I can just like do that. If I can just do that. Actually, we'll ask for 92 first. I figured that would be the case. But if we can like, you know, if we can like, okay. God, that's so tempting. I feel like I should get, oh wait, I don't even have a 2, right? Oh my fucking God, this fucking team. I have no second rounder. I have no third rounder. I'm willing to do this if it's not 108. If you give me this, I'll take it. This is their Houston pick too, right? Fuck, I'll just take somebody. Who would I pick? Probably Kool-Aid or Chop Robinson. I actually think Chop Robinson probably fits. Johnny Newton. Look, pick who you want. Robinson, Newton, Kool-Aid. I like all three. They're weak at both. Fuck it, we'll just take Chop Robinson. I haven't picked him in one of these yet, so we'll just do that. And I think we're out of picks. But anyway, I like all three of those guys. If you're sitting there at 23, you want to add a pass rusher, I don't hate that. This is the problem, though. We're going to be stuck. We got no ammo. This sucks. Maybe I should have taken the 2. I don't know. I like I like being at the back of the first round though. I actually think there's going to be some value at the back of the first round. Chop Robinson, Newton, Kool-Aid. Like there's going to be some good picks back there. There's going to be some bad picks in the teens. That's what I'm predicting. Just from these mocks, the way that things are like kind of shaken out, it looks like there's going to be some bad picks in the teens and some good picks in the late first round. It doesn't always work that way, but from what I've been seeing, can I just pull this up really quick? So like this range right here, it just seems like there's some dumb things happening on all these fucking mocks. Like if you're taking Arnold at 12 and then Kool-Aid goes here, it's just dumb. It's just dumb. Much as I like this Washington guy, you're really going to do that at 14? I don't know. Anyway, that's your Dolphins, or not Dolphins. That's your Vikings draft. We could have went in a number of different ways. I'm willing to be talked into, a bunch of different options there. Would like to get out of there. But since the Vikings moved up, I guess they're going to use that pick. And maybe they're going to use that pick on the quarterback and then have nothing else. I don't know. It's not what I would do. Be that as it may. If they end up with McCarthy and then one more good player, I guess you don't hate it, right? Here's your Vikings draft. Let me know.